The final formulation we're going to look at is a bait formulation. Now, baits are just that. They are food sources that happen to be toxic. So the insect is driven to the food or attracted to the food material itself, eats it, and there's a material inside there which is toxic to the animal that's just fed on it, or the cockroach in this particular case. So it's important. I'm doing these last because I've put down other material and I know where they've gone. We need to think about the placement of the bait. Remember, the chemicals we've just most likely used are going to be synthetic pyrethroids, or mostly synthetic pyrethroids, and they will be repellent. So if we put a repellent on or near the bait, we've got an attractant and a repellent, so all we're doing is reducing the effectiveness of the bait. We need to keep this stuff away from the dust and the spray we've just put down. That's why we've been very targeted in our application of those materials. Now if we look at what the bait says, this bait here says that it's 2 spots per square metre. Or, in heavy infestations, or for American cockroaches, it's 5 spots per square metre, and that the spots should be around about 0.1 of a gram, or about 5 millimetres in diameter. How we apply the bait, there's actually 2 ways we can do that. One is through a syringe, which is a self-applicator, so we just press it out like we're doing a syringe with the top off it so that it comes out. The other one, we can actually use a bait gun. So we pop this on here and just pull the trigger, and that pulls out the appropriate amount of bait every time. So how and where do we apply it? We need to take the bait to the cockroach. Really, that's what we've got to do. We've got different sorts of nozzles here. We can have a really fine nozzle or quite a heavy nozzle, and we even have little pinhead nozzles where we can actually put the bait in a distance away and get it in behind things that we can't do with a straight syringe type nozzle, and definitely not with a gun. But where do we put it? Well, a lot of people actually just put it on the hinges, but if the cockroaches are sitting all the way at the back of the cupboard, you've got a problem. The cockroaches like to actually feed within that 30-40 centimetres. So if this is 30 or 40 centimetres away from the cockroach and there's plenty of food between here and the cockroach, they will not find your bait. They just won't go to it. They'll go to the other food sources and utilise that first. So if you know the cockroaches are sitting at the back of the cupboard, then you need to put your bait right at the back of the cupboard. Take it to the cockroach. Don't let the cockroach try and find it. Take it to the cockroach. And that way you're going to be much more effective.